Hey everybody, long time no see. It's Bossman here, and I've got a treat for you. I am going to break a Spider-Man Collector Booster box because I'm a big comic guy. That's my main thing. If you know me from Bossman Comics, I do a lot of comic book stuff, mostly online. We just did expand the shop, so I'm actually going to have some comic books in there. But for this set, I am going to open, and you get to see it from a fresh case. And I want to show you it is a sealed case, just in case we hit something nutty. I don't want you to think that I pre-packaged the box and made it fancy. If I hit anything crazy, that way you can see I'm opening a fresh inner case of collector boosters. So we got 6 of them here. If I had a dice here, I'd roll it. Let's go with the straight and narrow. Let's do 1, 2, 3. Let's go to the middle box right here. We just got everything in today. As a store, we get to prep for our sales, put singles online, and get everything ready. We do have the pre-release this weekend. Looking forward to that. And like I said, we just expanded, so we have room for up to 72 players. So that should be really fun. I'm excited to see everybody out. This is going to be a cool set. Honestly, as a store owner, I want to tell you, I think Wizards is going a little bit overboard with all the IPs. I would like to see a return to Magic IPs and stick with the storyline and more involved with the story, you know, with the planes and stuff like that. I get it. This is definitely a big seller, and I love Marvel products. Don't get me wrong, but it's just infiltrating it a little bit too much. You know, we kind of need a break from it, and also it's expensive, and I would rather just, you know, the regular sets. 1 per year isn't bad, but what do we have, 3 this year? So let's get going. First pack. See, how did they do the sets? These packs, yep, these packs are quite strong. Sometimes they're strong, sometimes they're not. And in between, I'm going to show you guys some of the WPN promos that they put out. All right, I know y'all have seen a lot of break videos already, so we're not going to go too much into the commons, uncommons, but we've got Scout the City, Spider-Bot, Wild Pack Squad, Pumpkin Bombardment, Craven's Cats, Madam Web, there's Scorpion, Spider-Man, Heroic Horde, Supportive Parents. I love the lands. These lands look great. So the full art lands are awesome. There's Spider-Ham Peter Parker for the rare. Got Peter Parker's camera on the extended art. Got something cool back there. Mysterio, Master of Illusion. Venom, King in Black. Yeah, I like the art on that one too. And then there's the comic panel, Crimson. Okay, a Carnage Crimson Chaos. I really like the way that card looks. Like the comic panels and everything. Even the letterers. I don't know who they got to do the lettering, if it's done by computer, but little known fact, if you look in comic books, in the older ones back in the, you know, even the 80s and 90s, if you look, you'll see writer, you'll see inker, artist, inker, and you'll actually see letterer, and they used to be all the panels were handwritten. I don't know if they still do that. So put this over here. Next pack, our food token, hot dog. Oops, I went backwards. So we're just going to go through the commons real quick and uncommons. Flash cracks. There's our forest, which is Central Park. With Great Power, the white rare. The Spot Living Portal, we have another comic panel. Venom, Deadly Devourer. There's a counterspell, Doc Ock. This is, I can't remember what issue this is from, but it's definitely a Silver Age comic because of art. You can tell from the webbing between his arms. And then Doc Ock's tentacles, kind of nice synergy there. Doc Ock's smacking counterspell and Doc Ock's tentacles. Our next pack. Do the commons real quick. There we go. We have the island. We've got one of each color so far on the lands. Spider-Man, Peter Parker, just the base Spider-Man. Spider Sense. Hide on the Ceiling. Comeuppance. And there's the Spot again, Living Portal. You will see, I will tell you this, you will see a lot of the same cards and a lot of breaks because this is a smaller set. So don't be surprised to see the same cards over and over. Happens a lot. That's why we normally open for singles in the shop, because we have our binders so players can get singles. We normally open quite a bit of product. We didn't open near as much for this set because we knew we're gonna have multiple copies if we opened as much as we normally do. So we kind of trim back on what we open. There's a mountain. I think we've gotten everything but the plane so far. Agent Venom. There's Mysterio again. This is another Carnage. Got Carnage, Crimson Chaos. Same comic panel. Leyline Binding. And we've got Morlun, Devourer of Spiders. Next pack. Let's go through the commons real quick. And uncommons. There's an Island again. J. Jonah Jameson on the rare. Mary Jane Watson for the comic panel. It's cool. Spider-Man 2099. The Is It colors. Opposition Agent, cool Venom, Agent Venom's art. And the Symbiote Spider-Man with the webbing foil. No texture or anything. It's just got the webbing background. It's a lot the way that McFarlane did the webbing whenever he drew for Spider-Man. This is a lot the way that he actually drew the webbing. Go through our commons and uncommons real quick. There is a mountain. No planes yet still. Black Cat, Cunning Thief. Rocket-powered Goblin Glider on the extended art. We got Silk, Web Weaver. Tangle. That's a cool art. And with Great Power on the white extended foil. Next up, the commons. There we go. There's a white. So we've gotten all 5 of the basic lands with the webbing basic lands. There's another Spot Living Portal on the regular print. Spot Living Portal on the extended art comic panel. Rocket Power Goblin Glider. There's the Shock with Electro. That's a pretty iconic art from the, I believe, from the 60s. And Superior Spider-Man on the extended art foil. No Soulstone yet. Pretty sure it's a hard hit. That's cool. Then the extended art in the uncommons. The Swamp. Cosmic Spider-Man. Your new Sliver. Agent Venom. Spider-Punk. This card is, I believe, going to see a lot of play. Saw in Half. Great art. This is the Hobgoblin cover. I believe it is Spider-Man 276. It's a classic cover for Marvel Comics. But I love the way this card looks for Saw in Half. And Spinneret and Spiderling. We got 4 packs to go. And in those 4 packs, I want to step over and show you guys the upcoming play promos we've got. So these are we just got our Wizards kit, so I just wanted to show these off. We've got Carnage, Crimson Chaos, which I've seen a few, especially in the comic art panel. I believe this is for the Standard Showdown at your local LCS. This is for the Draft, the Ultimate Green Goblin. I believe this is the Buy-Out Box promo. And I believe this one is for the Commander Party, Commander events, Spider-Ham, Peter Porker. And this is new player, I believe, for Mary Jane Watson. So that's an idea of the promos that your local card shop will have. I hadn't seen anybody ever show these off, so I wanted to show you guys. All right, we got 4 packs to go. Do the commons and uncommons real quick. The planes again. We got Amazing Alliance, Arachne, Psionic Weaver, Villainous Wealth, or Wrath. Looks like Villainous Wealth. Hunter's Insight, and the Craven. And we've got, oh, we've got, no, I thought that was one of the special foils. It is not. But it's Spider-Man 2099. Thought it had some texture to it, but it doesn't. Forced for a basic land. We've got Spider-Woman. Stunning Savior. I like that one. Silk again. Sensational Spider-Man. Winds of Change. I love this one. Spider-Man 252 classic cover. Great art to put on there. And we've got Spider-Ham Peter Porker on the extended art. All right, 2 packs to go. There's Spider-Man Noir. Uncommon. Forrest. Mary Jane Watson. Peter Parker's Camera. Gwenom. Remorseless. 9 Lives with Black Cat. That looks great. And Jackal. Genius Geneticist. Those are cool. I really like the 9 Lives here. It's fantastic art. All right, fellas. Last pack. Appreciate you watching. If you want me to do more videos, just make a comment down here. I'll definitely, I don't mind doing them. I've always liked doing them. I used to do a lot of breaks on whatnot with Marvel cards, but now that Marvel's switched over to Topps, we don't get as much. There's a Villainous Wrath, Friendly Neighborhood. There's that Bioorganic Carapace, Rite of Replication, and the last card is Rocket Powered Goblin Glider. So that's a wrap for the box. If you're local in the area, definitely come by the shop. We have expanded. We are now we are in the building next door, so we have the shop on one side and we have a huge play space in the other. So if you get the chance, definitely come on by, and hope we see you soon. I'll see you later. Bye.